Hi, everybody. Welcome to JTB Extra. I'm Sandra Younger, inventor of the Knotty-Do-It-All, which is a cord knotting and design tool that is a must-have if you like working with any kind of stringing material. Today's project is really interesting. I called it the map with no destination because when I started it, I had absolutely no idea like where to even begin because I had no concept for a project. So I just decided just do something. And that's one of the really nice things about the board, because I think it's because I had a skill set that I was able just to wing it, just randomly, just put like different techniques together and then come up with this really cool necklace. And I'm really excited to do this lesson today because I just thought there's just something about it, because if you ever get into like what do they call it, where you just can't like think of anything to make, then just go to your supplies and just get started. Just do anything. You can ask questions and leave comments down below. And I know I say this like every time, but I really do try to like look at the comments and like answer any questions that you guys have, because it's really important to me that, if any of your questions get answered. We have our customer show, and we do, I just want to like this one here, I want to like just bring it out first because it is in the slideshow, and Nana just sent it in because I think there was something wrong with the picture. But I just want to like present it now because it's not in the regular slideshow, but it is a beautiful like Valentine's Day necklace that she made for a customer. And I just thought that the polymer clay heart was really nice, the way it's macrame, just the whole arrangement with the twisted macrame on the side. So this one, I just wanted to like make sure and get it in the show because it did come in like a bit late. So anyway, with that said, I am going to talk about the products on today's show, and then we'll get to the regular customer show. All right, so the first item on our show are these really pretty, the multi-stone 8mm faceted rondelles. And I don't think this necklace would have come out as cool looking as it did without those beads, because look at the different colors. I mean, there's like this translucent green, there's like a white, like a sienna color, the Dalmatian jasper. I mean, and then there's like a dark, this one, I don't know, this one like a blackish beige, and then this looks like a denim denim lapis. But look at how pretty that looks. So this is and I imagine that these would also look really pretty, with a snake knot, macrame. But since they're large hole, you'd need to put like several like strands. But either way, I think it would look really, really pretty. And then the next item, the cord knotting and design tool, the Knotty-Do-It-All. And let me tell you a little bit about this tool. I mean, you get like your hardware. And there are so many like reasons to have this. It is like having like literally like 10 sets of hands. And there are so many lessons that I teach, like multi-strands, moose knots, how to make tassels like really fast, which I think I have hang on, let me come over here a bit, because we do have our small one, but I want to show you a couple of really like cool things. Instructional DVD and ebook. And just so you guys know, I know I mentioned it last week, but all the past Knotty lessons are now, not the Knotty lessons, but they will be soon. I'm working on it, on just putting everything on YouTube, because the smart TVs these days, you can get the YouTube app and you could watch it on your huge, ginormous, like big screen TV. And then, so that way you're not like tethered to a computer or your iPhone, which is small. I mean, your TV, I mean, that to me is like bonus point. So I'm going to be moving all the Knotty lessons to YouTube, so that way you don't need a password anymore. So just go to YouTube and you'll find everything there. But you do, I mean, each of the boards, just in case you need them, an instructional DVD and an ebook, because I know a lot of my customers, they still like the old-fashioned DVD, which I don't have a problem with because I still like DVDs. But let me just show you a couple of really cool things. Okay, here on the left, you have a lark's head, which is real simple to do. And then, look at the difference here between the moose knot and making an overhand knot on a pendant or a ring. I mean, the moose knot, like hands down, is like the Rolls Royce of like finishing knots for pendants. And I also have like lots of lessons on how to, use the moose knot for finishing the ends of cord, which is like like so important because it spares you having to use end caps, you know, either the fold over or the glue on type. You just use a moose knot, and a lot of times you don't even, you need no hardware at all, maybe just a clasp. So and then one of the other things that I do is I make all my own tassels. And like right here, like what I have is I got some like Eslon fine, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 5 spools, and you just grab them and you just wrap them all at the same time. I mean, it is like fantastic. And there are, you know, it's made in the United States. It's made of a beautiful like hardwood. It's thick, it's heavy. I mean, it's got anti-skid feet. So these tools are definitely, they're professional, you know, grade tools. And mostly, you know, any tool that's good gets the job done fast. And this gets the job done fast, regardless of whether you're like, you know, like doing macrame, multi-strands, I mean, anything like that. And I teach, you know, a lot of other things that you don't need the board for, like braiding, but I do teach you how to combine, like, you know, this, like this week's lesson, this necklace here. I mean, this is the multi-strand, which I couldn't have done it like without the board. And then the, you know, I came in here and I braided, which I teach. I teach like the binding knots, the slide knots of like every size, shape, and flavor. So you really get a complete like cord knotting, like education if you like making any kind of jewelry with stringing materials. And, you know, and you can like email me questions and make sure like contact me through my contact form. That way, you know, that guarantees that, you know, I get the message, because I a couple of times people have like responded to my newsletter, and I don't know where the emails go, but for some reason, I'm still working on it. I don't know why I never get them, but just go to the contact form on my website. If you have any questions, I will be more than glad to answer. And our next product is this awesome, extremely versatile wax cord. For those of you that, okay, you get the 0.9, and okay, you can buy the 0.5. It's like half the, like approximately half the thickness. But, you know, right here, I mean, you could like split the 0.9, and it's like almost just exactly like having the 0.5. So you could just like split it, and, you know, it's like magic. It's like you're getting like two, like, you know, types of cord in one. It's just amazing. I mean, you know, you just kind of stretch it a little bit, but it comes out to be like almost the same as the 0.5. Check it out. And so, you know, I do that a lot. I just like, you know, sometimes, you know, I just opt to split it and, you know, just move on because it's quick and it's easy, and love it. It's definitely a staple. Like, you need to have it, because I use that for like actually the end part of the back part of the necklace here, and I used it for the binding knot that I'm going to like show you like right here to keep everything intact. It's just hands down one of my big favorite cords. And let's see what we have next. Ooh, the gold tone assorted floral connectors. Okay, these, you know what? I didn't get around to making a bracelet, but you know, I always like dig into everything and make like tons of like stuff. But this would be like a really cute like focal for like a bracelet. You know, Laura Lee, I mean, I'd never like thought about doing that, but what she does is she'll use these like put an ear wire here, and then like put like stringy material, like a tassel, like on the bottom, so you can use these like for, you know, connectors for earrings. There's a really cute like small one in here. Oh my goodness, look at that one. Ooh, I love it. But it just makes it the cutest like little dainty bracelets. And I think if you go back and look at my past JTV lessons, you'll find where I use like connectors like this to make really cute like simple bracelets. So really like nice little like set here. And the last item is, oh no, not yet. This is a close-up of the oh, look, there's two little ones. Oh, so I got a little macro shot here for you guys. Gold tone assorted floral. Okay, so there, just so you know, there are 4 different styles. And let's see next. Oh, the fluorite 8 by 12 millimeter tube bead strand, approximately 15 to 16 inch length. And if you go and look at some of my past lessons, I do have lessons where I use these fluorite beads. So make sure and check it out. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. So every time I upload a new video, you will get a notification that it's on there. So that's a really nice little perk for YouTube, because it's just easier. And the last item, these beautiful, and I used them on the necklace, large hole freshwater pearls, and this is a 6 to 7 millimeter like potato pearl. And let me just see if I can like show you this right here, because I did see how it just gave a nice little like boom, boom, boom. And there's no rhyme or reason to what I did here. I just like kind of like the title of the the lesson went. I had no idea what I was doing, but I just thought I'm just going to throw them on there, and it ended up coming out beautiful. So I think that's it. Let me look. I think let me go back. Yep, we're back to the beginning. So if you see anything, don't forget, put it in your cart. Check if it's your birth month, see if you've got your Brilliant Cash, your $30 Brilliant Cash. And if you've never purchased anything from JTV, you will get a $40 Brilliant Cash deposited directly to your account to use on your next purchase. All right, so I saw in the comments, Nana, this one's for you, because we talked about your necklace earlier, right there. Like I said earlier in the show, this is in the regular slideshow, but this is a better picture because I don't know, we just had like some difficulties, but check it out. Look how cool the bail is on the top part of the heart. So it's like this like macrame, like looped heart. And I was just curious also, like, how big is the heart? That is another thing that I wanted to know. Very nice. Okay, now we got the actual customer show. This is in there, but I just wanted to just like highlight this because, we had problems with the image. Anyway, here is the customer show. All right, first we have this adorable festive necklace from Laura Lee in Florida. Guys, look how adorable this is. And those little fishies, they look like the type that move. I remember those, oh my God, from like years ago. I think when I was in 5th grade, I actually had a fish like that and I absolutely loved it. It's the kind I think you can move it, but look at all the shells, the little turtles, really, really cute. And I like the one in the middle with the, it looks like a shell slice. And it's got like a white, what are those called? Like moonstone or something? Really adorable. And then next we have, oh, this one's really interesting. Michelle from Cleveland. I've got 2 angles on this one because, guys, this one is so pretty. So let me go to the next one and check it out. So it's a double knotted with a bail with the cute flower, the button with the slide knot closure. When I saw this, honestly, I thought I made it. I was like, why is she sending me a picture of a bracelet that I made? But I didn't. This is totally my style. Really nice. And then next we have Jess, South Dakota. This is, I really like this because, okay, this one's interesting. I really haven't like shown anything like this, at least I don't think so, but it's a multi-strand. And I like how like you have the macrame like parts in there just to keep the beads from moving. I haven't done that in years, but I have a bracelet that, because that's kind of important, because when you have a bracelet, you have a bunch of beads, you don't want them moving. So that I like how they're kind of like quote unquote locked into like a very specific place. Perfect, beautiful. And I like the way the end is with that ropey looking cord, and it's got a nice little accent bead. 2 thumbs up. I like it very, very much. And next we have Michelle from Cleveland. Oh, look at this, guys. It's another variation. And this particular type of faceting on the beads makes it very sparkly. It's called a honeycomb facet. And look how cute the bell or the little ball for the closure in the back is. As opposed to a button, that cute little ball. And oh, look at that cute little charm in front. That's really cute. I like that. Very cute. I love it. Ooh, cha-cha-cha, Susanna Louisville. Okay, I like that bracelet from last week. It was just like so energizing. But look at that's a cool pendant. I've never seen anything like it. This is a first. So it looks like it might be like enameled, and it looks like little buildings from a city window way up high. I like to watch the cars go by. It reminds me of that poem. I think I learned it when I was in like 3rd grade. But and I remember the visual from the poem. It had like little like buildings like that, really cute. So it kind of brought back memories. So thank you, Susanna. Oh, and I like how the oh, that's interesting. So if you look at the macrame, oh, I see you used like multicolored thread for the macrame, right? Because I could see on the bottom right-hand side, it's got like it looks like a lighter color. It's got pink, red, and it looks like green. Very nice. Let's see, next we have Michelle from Cleveland. Oh boy, this one was like really pretty, guys. Look at this. Okay, so it's got the bead, the wire wrap bead for the necklace. It's braided on the bottom, and then macrame. The second strand is macrame with the macrame beads on the outside towards the end. It's got the macrame slide knot and those really cool beads on the end. That is really like pretty. Wow, where'd you get those beads? Wow, they are so pretty. It looks like a picture jasper or something. This is a beautiful necklace. And next we have Jess, South Dakota. Okay, so Jess has got it going, but the beads are locked in because I can see the little macrame, I don't know, lock knots, if you want to call them that. The flower in the middle. Let's see. Wow, look at that mauve color. That's my sister's favorite color. I remember growing up, everything that girl owned was like a mauve. So she would like love this bracelet. And once again, that really cool looking slide knot on the end. I love it. And Nana, Scotland. Guys, I asked Nana to like send another picture. So hopefully I'll get it in today. But if not, next week, because this is a really cute bracelet. It's a Valentine's theme. And I just wanted to like show the details in the macrame. It's got like the spiral macrame, the macrame slide knot, and just some really interesting like work in the near the bail area. Beautiful, cute necklace for Valentine's. It's so bold. It's just so cute. So if I get one in today, I will show it. If not, then I'll show it next week. So really nice. And I know that that's polymer clay because I know that Nana does a lot of like incredible like polymer clay like pieces. So I'm pretty sure that's a polymer clay. And then next we have Susanna, Louisville. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this one here, okay, he's got the necklace with the matching earrings. I'm getting better at, doing the matching sets, but look at this. And I had to ask Susanna, did you make those? It looks like the monstera leaf. Is that correct? That's what it reminded me of, or maybe a fern or something to that effect. But I was wondering if you made those because they are so, so cool. Look how pretty those beads are with the silver, the macrame slide knot. It's adjustable. Beautiful. Oh my God. I can imagine wearing these on a trip to like Hawaii. Beautiful. Let's see next. Laura Lee, Florida. Oh, look at this. Okay, I couldn't tell, Laura Lee, if this was chain or if you like braided the little wire wrap beads. I'm going to go with chain because, that would have been a lot of wire, a lot of wire wrap beads. I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying. Look how cute those fish are. These are so pretty. These are going to get, like, someone's going to buy these like immediately because they're so pretty. And let's see, next we have Laura Lee, Florida. Okay, here are a couple of more of these cute little fishy necklaces. And those look like kind of like those African trade beads. And then the other one, I think they're pearls with little brass like spacers. Oh, so cute. Very, very cute. And let's see, next we have Michelle, Cleveland. Ooh, this one's so pretty, guys. Look at this. This one's got the I think I remember this project from, I think it was like last year or maybe even the year before. It's not exactly like this. I mean, that's what I love about looking at you guys and stuff, is the way you just like completely like switch things around. But the that bead with all the little beads macrame around it, really, really nice. And I just like the way it's tapered and that cool brass piece you have, like kind of connecting like both of the ends together. Wow, man, I have no idea like what I'm looking at, but that looks really like cool. Okay, I see like leather connected. Oh, I don't know, but I love it. And then last we have Susanna Louisville. Now, I've seen these beads and I was wondering, Susanna, are they those there's a name, I don't know the name, but I've seen them, I've heard of them. So I'm gonna let you tell me like what they are. But look at that. I like, oh, and another thing I was wondering, is it like black and white? Because when I got the picture, I wasn't sure if I did something to it and it was supposed to be in color or if it's actually black and white. So let me know, did I mess your bracelet up? Or if it is black and white. Because I was like, what? Looks like a pretty good black and white picture to me. Very, very cute. Ooh, God, I can't wait to find out in the comments what those beads are called. And I think they're like I don't know, they're made out of like a resin or like something to that effect. I don't know. But anyway, that is everything for this week. If you have anything you want to send in, email it to me at knottydoitall@gmail.com. All right, so to the project. Okay, so Susanna, thank you for clarifying that because I thought, oh my God, maybe these are supposed to be like pink and blue and you know, I messed up your, like, maybe I thought I pushed a button in Photoshop and something went like weird, but okay, thank you for letting me know. They are polymer clay. And let's see. Okay, I think there's no like questions. Okay, to the project. Okay, when I started, I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm gonna do this one I did with faux leather, but you could also use a 1mm faux leather. But when you, if you use the 1mm faux leather, oh my God, I got like hair in my face. Sometimes you got to run your fingers across it to make sure there aren't any like, I don't know how to explain it, but a lot of times when leather is like put together, it's kind of like spliced and they kind of like try to like paint or cover over it. But if you run your fingers over it, you can feel it because your leather, instead of like having that curve when you go like this, it'll just go like a point like this. So it's really important that you check the leather out because when you make a knot, you don't want to like accidentally make it on like one of those things because when you tighten it down, boom, it's going to break. So I've learned the hard way. So what I did here, let's get started. Oh. And I got a job for somebody. Okay, Nana says that her pendant was 4 centimeters across. I don't know why in the United States we do not use the metric system. So if someone can tell me, I mean, I was going to look it up, but I didn't have time. So how many inches is 4 centimeters? Anyway, so what I did here, I put like, I did my regular moose knot on the end because this is, I started in the middle. But see, I counted, I think it, you know, if I were to do this again, maybe I would pick different beads and I'll tell you what happened. I counted the number of beads to be even, but then after I made them, I noticed that one loop was a little bit bigger than the other. And I attributed that to the fact that some of these beads were just a smidgenly either bigger or smaller than the others. So rather than go by number, what I did was I put them on and I measured them with a caliper. Let me show you how to do that. And yeah, my board is upside down today because I'm going to use this side of the board for today's project. So what I did was I just put this on here and I took like a caliper, and it's really important. Like, I mean, at least this, like, so, oh, that's wrong. Let me zero this out. Off. 0. Okay, there we go. So it just really helps, just because the thing with those loops, so 23 millimeters. So just make sure that you have 2 sets that are exactly the same like distance. So let me, I didn't know what pendant to pick. This one, I could do that one. I could do this one or that one. I think I'm gonna pick this one. Okay. So when I made I'm gonna move this aside just for a second because I'll talk about this in just a minute. I just want to get the this part done. So I made a moose knot. Hang on, guys. I've got so much stuff here on my desk because I didn't want to like miss anything. So what you do is you get the beads in there, and you got to put your pendant in. Okay, so let's get those in. And I'm gonna leave maybe like I don't know, like a 5 or 6 inch tail. Because right now, I mean, sometimes it's critical to get it right, sometimes it's not. And this is an example of where you could, it's not, overly important because we're gonna do most of the tweaking afterwards. So let me I guess I could just use a peg. Oh, and to get the beads on, I did do the faux needle thing because it kept like poofing out because these beads were just a very, very, very close fit. So I'm gonna see how I'm making the moose knot with the beads and the pendant in there. So I'm gonna get this in and pull and tighten. Okay, so now we gotta let's see. Okay, we want to get all the beads on this side because when I first did it, I had a little bit of problems, and then the solution was to get like all the beads on because see how this side's getting short. Why is this not focusing? Hang on. Okay. Oh, well, okay, I'm just gonna do it. Just pull and like let's see. So, okay, 1.5. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Nana, thank you, Michael. So that's how I got this part on. See that? And so what I'm going to do now, just make sure it's nice and tight. And then I'm going to come in here and trim this part off. And I'm going to melt that thing down. Okay, nice and pretty. Okay, and then see, since I'm like working off the spool, I'm going to measure 1 yard of thread. So I've got my yardstick here. Let me just measure out 1 yard right there and cut. Okay, so this is the side 1, and then we basically do the same thing again. And I really like, the I don't know, just gave it a nice like touch, having those beads on there. And you can make it smaller, you can make it bigger. Oh, thank you, Susanna. I made it back in the day when I did silversmithing. I mean, right these days, I don't have very much time to do it, but I want to get back into it despite the fact that silver is like crazy. But one nice thing that I'm glad I started practicing back in the day was using like bronze for the back plate and then having the front part made out of sterling. So I got knowledgeable in how to do that. Because, I mean, if you think about it, when you have a pendant like this, nobody really looks at the back. So like this one's all sterling. This one, let's see what I did. Yeah, this one was sterling, but that's a lot of like material. So it just saves you a lot of money. So I'm going to come in and do the same thing here. Let's get those beads in there. All right. Okay, about 4 or 5 inches. Okay, I'm gonna get this in here and moose knot. Oh, thank you. Yeah, you know what? I've got a problem. I'll have to admit it because I make, all this stuff. Oh yeah, I, spend all this money so I could make stuff so I could sell it. But oh my, it's so hard for me to like part with them. I have like dozens or like a couple of hundred of them, and I like every single one of them. Okay, so I'm gonna come in here and do the same thing where I'm gonna, okay, just get it as tight. And one thing that kind of sort of helped me, my old trick to really get the knot tight, but that kind of helped because sometimes, your poor little fingers just can't like handle the stress. Let's see if this one came out. Even it should have, because I pre-measured and did all that stuff. Oh, okay. I see it's going to come out crooked because oh, see, that's something to think about. Okay, because the width of the bail it's not wide enough to accommodate both. But you know what? I'm just going to keep going. Just now we know something to keep in mind because I guess apparently this one was, but this one is a little bit narrower. I might try to like, oh my gosh, I think I might try to like stretch it out, but I'm not going to do it right now because I'll have to like take everything off and then do some like surgery. But just something for you guys to think about. I'm glad it happened so that way it doesn't happen to you in real life. Just make sure that the beads like fit. But I'm going to go anyway. Okay, so I'm going to measure out a yard just like I did here. Okay. And when I got to like this part, I didn't even like give it a second thought. I just like started like doing like random beads. So which I'm going to do today. I'm just going to like randomly like put stuff on. I'm going to put this one, and I kind of sort of ran out of like the rondelle, so I'm going to have to use some other like beads. Hang on, let me get this out of here. And when I did the knotting on this, I did that the forward type because I know I teach a variety of different like ways to get the knot close, but this one, oh, hang on, you want to get it tight. That one I didn't do very well. Hang on, let me redo this one. Aw, but see, Lynn, wouldn't it be better if you learn how to make them yourself so that way whenever you wanted one, you could just buy it? I mean, just make it. I mean, it really is fun to make them, honestly. I mean, it's really fun. Okay, so I'm going to tighten that because that's pretty important that they be like tight. You know what? I'm just gonna go for it. I'm not gonna think, girl. Don't think, just do. Don't think, just do. And I'm gonna have to resort to some of my like other large hole beads because I don't have enough. But I'm just gonna randomly put stuff on here. I'll start putting these guys on when I run out of these other ones. Okay. And what you want to do is get the just like, oh my goodness, I don't even know how to explain it. Let me put this here. I think I did up to like 6 inches. Was that right? I don't even know what I did here, how I did this. Huh. Maybe I'll have to take the necklace apart. Oh yeah, I did. Okay, I know what I did. I did 6 inches. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going. Keep going. Okay. Just pure randomness. Okay, this one, that one, overhand. Okay, and then I'm going to do a space. And you want to get like to where you have like to where one side has like 6 inches of beads. And I'll explain further. Let me just put a clump of beads here. And I'm just going to pick some random stuff. And the reason is, I'll tell you in a second. Okay, so, okay, get that one on. Okay, 6 inches. So what I did is I put it right at 9, and I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Oh no. Oh, I went over. You don't want to do that. Okay, that's important. But that's okay. We're going to move this over. And it's very important. Or I guess that we could do like 13 and make it a little bit longer. You know what? Let's just do that because yeah. Okay, so what you want, see this? You need that space because when we come over to do our multi-strand, because this one's different because we're starting from the middle, so you need to leave a gap. So I'm going to go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's do 7. Okay, so I got this side done. Now I'm going to do this side. Let me get this a little. Okay. All right, so I'm going to put 3 pearls. 30 minutes. Okay, I'm going to go fast. Guys, I'm going to start speeding up. Oh my God, I got a lot to cover here. Okay. Okay. Oh my God. Ooh. Okay, I'm just going to go fast. Get this on. Oh, and another thing, okay, while I'm doing this, another thing that I want to like tell you about is when you, for this part here, right here, see that? You have 2 options. You could, after you make this part, you could directly just put the braiding like into the loop, or another thing you can do is have it pre-made and then just put this loop into the bend. So I'm gonna go that option because I was afraid that I would run out of time with this project, guys. So I just want to, you know, that I'm gonna be using the loop option. So let's see, what do I got here? All right, I'm gonna go FAST. Okay, so just randomness until you get to about there. Okay, so let's see. Nope. And the spacing doesn't matter. I just didn't even like consider the spacing at all. So I want to get a little more like color on this side. Let's get this bead and let's throw in a white bead. All right. Okay, let's check it out. No, one more because there's too much of a gap. I think I'll just throw in an orange bead. Okay, this one. Oh no. See that this cord, it fluffs out a lot. So everyone, you could either heat harden it or just, you know, sometimes it's easier just to like trim it and keep going. Okay. Okay, so now let's check it out. Okay. Okay, so this part's really important. Okay. See, okay, I'm eyeballing this part right here, and then I'm gonna like bend it over and try to make it even. Okay. Okay, so right about there. And okay, just bear with me. We're gonna like right there. And then let's see. Then you're gonna put a clip here, and then you're gonna get another small clip because we don't want any beads in these sections. So now I'm gonna start with a knot on this side and then just like add more beads. Okay, so let's do that. So, and how many more? Oh, that's a good question. I'm just gonna like not put too many because I don't want to run out of time. Throw in amethyst. I don't know how many. Tell you guys that I think I did a one lesson on like just randomly making something and then having to like make it over. It is like the worst because you're like, oh, that's such a cool design. It came out really nice. And then you try to make it again and you have absolutely no idea. Yes, I am using the 1mm faux leather, but I think I mentioned earlier that you can use uh, like regular leather. Just make sure that, the kinks are, I want to throw in some of these guys. Ooh, these are pretty. I hope they have big holes. They don't. Oh, why are they my big hole bead drawer? Okay. Okay, so this one, let's try this guy. Okay. All right. Ooh, I can't wait for the fun part. I mean, this is fun, but the other part was like really fun too. So let me just do, let's see, I'm trying to figure out when to stop. Okay. Let's throw on this one. Yeah, Sarah, yeah, you can use leather for this, Sarah. I have used leather, but I am using faux leather right now. Okay, so let's do a check. Okay, so we got the clips on there. Okay, right there. And you know what? I'm just gonna like kind of leave it at that. I'll take it. I'll give you my final opinion on how many more beads you need to add, but I'm gonna do this side because I don't want to run out of precious time. And the nice thing is, if like when I made that necklace, there was kind of like that weird gap in front, like right here. So I fixed it with like the macrame with the beads on the outside. So you can like do something along those lines. So let me just randomly put these on. And it really helps keep a like track. Oh my goodness. Does everyone here have a board? Oh my God, 20 minutes. Okay, oh, 50. Oh, cry. Okay, let me grab these. And I did it, I got I grabbed some of my like beads from like past JTV shows, like the gold, which I don't have one with me, or I want to add a gold one. Should I? Okay. Hey, where are the gold ones? I kind of like hoard the gold ones because they're like, you know what? I'll just like put one on because these are like the best bead for, for covering knots on stretch bracelets. Yeah, because I do like stretch bracelets. I didn't used to like them before because they, I always had problems with them like breaking, but with the improved elastics over time, they've gotten a lot better. So I don't mind them as much because I don't like when stuff just breaks easily. Okay, so let's see how we're doing. Okay, that one. And another one. And I think I'm going to put amethyst. Okay, I'm just going to be done with it, guys, at this point, and because okay, so this is like the fun part. Okay, so let me see if I can remember how I did this. Okay, so I remember. Okay, there was the middle, and I came in here, and I did this, and I did that. And I remembered I need these spaces right in here. And I remember I did that. Okay, grab it here. Because this one was a weird one. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put the ring in. Oh, well, ew. Is it too late? Yes. You know what? I'm gonna have to fake it because I should have put the ring in, but that's all right. I'm gonna hold this here like that. And then this one here, just we're gonna ignore that one because we're gonna do that one last. So the next thing I remember doing was I had this one like this, and I just want to grab it with my teeth. And I kept scooting it. Of course, okay, we're gonna need more beads on this one, or I could do like a macrame thing. Okay, so you just want to tweak it to where it's, okay, so, obviously I could have put more beads on there, but I'm not going to because, if you see that you have more space, just add more beads. But I'm running low on time. So let me make it a little bit longer. Okay, so right there, okay? So this part, we're going to do our macrame binding knot. So let me take this off. And I'm just gonna I'm just gonna add the ring in a second. So I'm gonna clip this here, and then I'm gonna clip all this part. So this is definitely more of an advanced lesson. So I'm gonna clip this side and this one. Oops, that is not a clip. All right, so now I'm gonna get this like right at the tip. And it doesn't really matter like how far or close as long as it's consistent. So I'm gonna take the 0.5 millimeter wax jewelry cord, and I'm gonna do a macrame binding knot. And then, I mean, this one is different from my other tiered necklaces, only in that we had to start like in the middle. Remember how I added the pendant first? So I'm gonna come in here. And for the, let me just keep going. For the macrame, no, for the braiding, the braided ends, I used 3 strands. I'll show you 3 strands that were 30 inches each, and I folded them in half. And then I braided basically with 2 cords. And I'll show you just 1 second. Let me do the binding knot here. Bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom, tight. And you could get creative on the ends too. You could add beads on the outside if you want, but I am not doing that right now because I don't want to run out of time. Okay, so let me come in here with my thread zapper and tap, tap. Tap, tap. Let me clip this. One nice thing I really do like about the board, okay, is you can, like, I don't know how to explain it. When you cut stuff, it's better if it has tension on it because you get a cleaner cut. Okay, now for the next part. Okay, this one's really interesting. Okay, so then you got to go back to your mirror. Back to the mirror. And then you're going to look at it. So this one part here, you're going to get it. Whoops. Or if you have a mannequin, which I do have a mannequin, so I could have like used the mannequin. Okay, so you got to pull this one to where it's like you get like a tiered effect. Oh, that's kind of interesting. It's a little bit shorter. Okay, so that looks good. And I think what I'm going to do here on this one, since it's got a big gap, I'll do like one of those macrame with the beads on the outside, but a really long one, and that way it'll like balance it out. So that's what you do. You kind of like eyeball it. That's good. Oh, wait a minute. Let me fix this. Hang on. This is like one where you just got to kind of play with the measurements. Okay, so that one is good right there. So so basically you're going to like bend it, and then this one of course is going to kind of be sticking out because then we're going to bring it back to the board and do the the second macrame binding knot. Okay, so I'm going to hold this here, and just like before, I'm going to just consistency is key. Put this one here, and then just clip everything just to hold it. And I'm going to take my the ring. What? Oh, that's why you enjoy like technique. Yeah, you know what this is? It's just really fun. I have a feeling that by the time I finish with this one, it's going to like come out really nice. But like I mentioned, earlier, guys, I forgot to put the ring on, but it was optional because let me finish this one real fast so I could show you like how I did like the braiding on the end, just in case I run out of precious time. How am I doing? No, I think, okay, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Bottom. And I'll share with you some like really like other things that you can do. Oh my gosh. I mean, I can go. I remember in Tucson, business was a little bit slow. I think it was no surprise. I think it was like the Super Bowl. And I had a customer come by and she goes, well, just make something. Let me just watch you make something. Oh my goodness. You can go on and on and on. I ended up making like a 5-wrap bracelet that had like all kinds of like crazy stuff going on. I'm gonna show you something cool that I'm thinking about that you could also do with this necklace. Hang on. Let me do this part. Let me do this one. Okay. I gotta concentrate, guys. I can't like talk and do this at the same time. Okay, so let me cut this. Boom, boom, boom. Scissors. Okay. So once you like finish like the base of it, you should have something that looks like that. So let me untwist it. Okay. So I was thinking right here, I mean, think about it. If I cut it, I could add chain and then like put some like wire wrap beads on the chain. That would look really cool. Maybe I'll do that and I'll show it to you guys next week. So you could trim it here, add chain, and then do the connect the chain with the macrame binding knots. I think that would look really cool. Okay, as for the ends here, I forgot to put the rings on, which I should have, but so your options are, do the ring thing, which I didn't do. I forgot. So maybe there's a way I can get them in there with a jump ring. But if you opt to just put them in just without the rings, what I did was I took 3, let's see, how many inches were these? Okay, yeah, it was 3 30-inch strands. So let me measure out 30. There's 1, 2, and 3. In the way what I did was I just took all 3 strands, put them in, and then fed this through. And for those of you that aren't familiar with braiding, so I took, and then I grouped each, like, because technically, I mean, there's 6 strands here, but I put them into groups of 2, 2, and 2, and then I braided with like a group of two. And the arrangement doesn't matter. So, and I did this, oh my God, I got like 6 minutes or whatever, until this part was 9 inches long. So you just keep braiding until you get to 9 inches. So let's pretend like this one's done. Let me do the ring option. I'm just gonna cut it because, you know, that's what happened when let me cut this. I'll just do that. These are very delicate, so I hope it doesn't break. And I'm gonna put that on here. So if you have like a good solid strong jump rings, you could always like just attach it, you know, afterwards with a jump ring. Let me get that on. Uh-oh. And I mean, there's no like why is that not going on? Huh. Come on. Hang on, let me expand this a little bit. There we go. See these jump rings are so you can do that. See the difference either way. And one advantage to this is you could like go back in and add like little like wire wrap beads and stuff. So okay, let's pretend like you finished your 9 inches here. Let's flip it over. And what I did here was I put an overhand knot on the end. Let's do that. Right at the end of my 9 inches of braiding. And then I moved like a bead and a pearl down. Just get it nice and tight. And then let's move this over, flip it. And I took let me see, I have them made already here. This is 16 inches of the 0.5 with the, I put 6 of those beads on, and I did like a really like tight, kind of like what Jess did on her multi-strand bracelets, kind of like a little lock type knot. And because I just thought it would look cool. So I'm gonna do nice and tight top, bottom, and then slide a bead down on each side. Okay. And then you just keep doing, I just did like a top and a bottom, then 2 beads down, and then just repeat it. But it looks really good. Okay, hang on. I'll bring it. I'll hold it back up. Top, bottom. It'll all come together and make sense in just a second. But I just want to like mention that this is a very, very like freehand type of thing. So results will vary. Like you might have like big gaps, you might not have gaps at all. So let me finish this one here. When I'm using real thin thread like this, guys, I like to use like one of these tools because it's using a lighter near this really thin thread is always like a bad idea. I'm going to come in here and then cut. Okay, let's revisit this. All right, let me get my hair out of my face. Okay, now the necklace. Okay, so we're going to pretend like, okay, so the top part came out good as far as like the beads, but this one I should have put more beads, but that's okay because what I'm going to do, like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to cut this right here, and I'm going to put chain with some wire wrap beads. I think it's going to look so cool. Okay, let me get this. One thing about, okay, there it goes. Does that make sense? Like the cut right here and then put chain, and that way, you know, the weight will get like redistributed. And then, oh, you know what? Let me take this one off. I got 1 minute. How do I get it off? Where's the button? You know what? I'll just. Oh, is that it? Let's just pretend. Oh, well, you know what? Maybe I can put it over my head. Ugh, no. Ugh. Okay. Let's do this. Okay, so this is going to go here. Yeah. So when I finish it, all these will be tiered, and I'm going to put like chain in here with some wire wrap beads, and it's going to dangle, and it's going to look so cool. And some of these spaces, like I did on the original one, I did like the macrame with the beads on the outside. So this like this. So one nice thing about this necklace is no two will be the same. So I shop the thrift stores. Oh, I love thrift stores. Let's see what else. Let me see if I've got any other questions because my time is up. I love this project. This is one of my favorite things to do is just take your skill set and just go crazy with it. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the show. I know it was probably like a little more difficult than my average, but you know, some of you like, we need something more difficult. So maybe over the next few days, I will like increase the heat. Anyway, you guys have a nice weekend, a nice week. Oh, today is Thursday. Yeah, the weekend's coming up. And I will see you next Thursday. Bye.